You are listening to PWNcast, and this is our first show! Alright guys, this is our first show. We're going to talk about boosted tunes everywhere. Top's been nerfed. Paulie Jr. is making us a bike. Wowhead kicks it up a notch. I am your host, Eli. It's April 19th in Denver, Colorado. It's 5.4.7, and I brought the honey badgers with me. All the way from Senjin Village, my frozen brother, Frysa. What's up, buddy?
What up, man?
What's going on? What's new with you?
I'm just here in town, been living here for about, forever, and just freezing stuff every day, and wishing I was a troll. I don't know.
His tusks are growing every day. I see him growing. He will be a troll one day.
One day.
And our alcoholic from the state with all my exes, Massmedic. What's up, buddy?
How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Not too bad. We're pretty excited to start up this podcast.
Pretty much the worst day of my life.
That's awesome. I mean, considering this is like the awesomest thing in the whole wide world.
All right, let's introduce ourselves. Let's start with you, Frysa.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Frysa is Polish for it's a Polish word for freeze. So I found it on Google. It's a good way to find out the name. And so I've been playing WoW since Vanilla, and which I just found out now is not called Valhalla. It's Vanilla. And that is I just now found out 8 years later. So I didn't know. So I've been playing for a long time. I played way back there before Quest Helper, and I had a story I was just sharing before this podcast. I was actually at level 55. I was lost in the Barrens, and actually in what was that land called? Plague Lands. I was there for a couple of weeks, lost and dazed and confused, and Burning Crusade came out, and I was so confused that I didn't realize what was going on, so I quit World of Warcraft for about 2-3 weeks, and I decided to get back on because the itch started to come back. So I got back on, and still lost, and no one was helping me, and there's no one on chat line, there's nowhere to go to find out how to get where. And finally, somebody saw me, asked me what I was doing, told them I was lost. They realized I was the wrong level to be in that land, and they took me to the Blasted Lands. And that was the first time I found out how to get to the Outlands. And I'm pretty sure that if that person would have never found me, I would have never continued World of Warcraft.
And, so curse you, stranger.
Yes, you ruined my life.
You ruined my life.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Because of you.
I cry myself
I
to sleep.
sucked.
Yeah, basically, if they had never found me, I would have had a real life.
You'd be married now with 3 kids.
Probably. Credit score would be up. I mean,
many
don't
other
judge
things.
me. Huh?
Shh, don't tell anybody our dirty little secret.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But okay, so that's me. I've been playing for a while, and so I'm huge into PvP. Not much into PvE, although I do.
He said do.
Woo! Well, you need to beep that one out.
Yes.
I do looking for raid, but PvP I've played against the best. Never in tournaments or stuff like that, but I have matched up with people up there in the top ranks, and they do show me up pretty bad. I do love the competition. It's awesome. I don't like being sapped. I don't like being stunned over and over again. Battlegrounds, in the realm I'm in now, I am in Proudmoore, and it is Alliance realm, and for the last couple of years, I have never won a Battleground. I am Horde all the way, and so I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I don't like to switch rounds. I like the challenge. I do have, I think, 300 battle pets, and they're all level 1. I don't do battle pets. I just collect them.
You're not a Pokemon guy?
No, I'm a hoarder. If you could put all my pets in the house, they would arrest me.
They pick them all away?
I don't feed them. I don't do anything with them.
And you'd be that guy, why are they taking my pets away?
They're part of me.
We're gonna have a whole new segment for you. Wow.
I don't know what they would think if they found all my pets, but yeah, I don't. I have them all. But that's about it, and that's me,
Right on. All right, Massmedic, what's up?
Well, my name is Massmedic. I am a dungeon / rating / I do everything / awesomeness guy. Yes, my name is Revelant. I am a healer. That's why they call me Massmedic. I would say I have been playing since Valhalla, or as we like to call it, Vanilla. I am married, so I do have a spouse that despises me when I play this game. So hopefully I can relate to some of our viewers and listeners out there. I'm a very, passive player when it comes to this. I like to play everything. I don't think I'm the best in the world, and I suck at PvP. So I'm obviously not going to be talking about that with you guys. And, I guess that's just pretty much me. I'm just kind of lame, so, alright.
Pretty much one person we know.
How many
I don't want to discuss that, because people are going to start judging me after that. Let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
Right on. Well, I'm Eliadah, so call me Eli for short. I couldn't find a name, so I just opened up the Bible to the table of names and started scrolling down and typing them in, and surprisingly, half of them were taken. So I finally found one that wasn't taken. I could not find a name. I thought about it. It literally took like 2 hours to start my tune. And it was my brother who told me to start playing this game. I played the strategy games. I was hooked on those strategy games. The Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. Hooked on them. Then they started this new thing and said, we're no longer making these anymore. And I was like, screw you, Blizzard! And I went to StarCraft. And then my brother was like, hey, you gotta play this. This is amazing. And that was all the way in Firelands is when I started.
Yep.
And I've been on ever since Firelands. And I didn't get to kill Ragnaros when LFR pretty much came out right after that for Dragon Soul, I think. And I was hooked. You got me on LFR. I was just hooked. I did everything. Oh, it was great. So that's kind of where I started. I am on Proudmoore server. So for those of you who don't know, that's the gay server. As far as I know, it is the only server that has a gay pride parade in game.
Yep.
So
yep.
I don't know about any others.
You're not supposed to tell people
so
that.
Basically, if you can't find anybody who's accepting in your realm, come to Proudmoore. They pretty much accept anybody. So, I don't know why. I think the reason why my brother told me to get on that one is because he said, "Hey, it's Alliance, and we're all about PvP, and I want to pick a fight since it's an Alliance realm and there's no Hordes on there." Let's get on there and raise some hell.
Yep.
And that's why we got on there. Yep. And originally, I think you were on Cairn for a bit.
I was.
And then we moved over to Proudmoore. So I love PvP. I love PvE as well. So I love raiding and dungeons and getting the gear. But I have to say this. I was a huge Farmville fan on Facebook. And when they said they were bringing Farmville to World of Warcraft, I about blew up, and I've been having a blast. I got 3 farms. I should have more. I'm just too lazy to get too many tunes. So I got three farms. I absolutely love them. There hasn't been a single day that those farms have not been working for me.
Wow. Wow.
Everything. I even got all those little crystals where you can go to anywhere, and you get a little portal, little crystal shards, and you farm them, and it gives you like a portal to Thunderbluff and a portal to Orgrimmar. You never did that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I hope you know that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
So I love that. I don't do the battle pits. I love battlegrounds. Battle pits I'm saving for when I'm really, really bored, and I haven't been that bored yet. So I am married as well. And when I told my wife I was going to be talking about the game that I play that she hates, she just gave me this look. And for those of you who are married, you know the look. I got the look.
Like, you're not going to get laid for a month look? Yeah, I got that look.
Yeah.
What's new?
It's like, okay, I got something for you then.
You might not have a girlfriend. You're probably still getting more action than we are.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah, I got kids. I got 3 kids. They're in the other room right now playing video games. So we are a gaming family, however, so that's a good thing. But that's pretty much me. So that's Eli. I got a couple of alts out there. Not really playing that much, but I'm Horde, and I love the Alliance. But I'm Horde because I had no friends when I started this game, and my brother was like, "You have to be Horde so you can play with me," and he chose the Horde. I wanted to be Alliance. So ever since then, been a little mad, but I'll put up with it. I will say, though, I have started some tunes on the Alliance side, and they're awesome.
I've disowned him already.
Yeah, I love Stormwind. It's amazing. So, but anyway, I kind of like both sides, so I don't really care. But that's pretty much me. So we do have another buddy who wants to come on the show. We will bring him on as soon as he gets a chance, because I think he's got the same thing. The wife aggro is killing him right now.
Oh, yeah, wife aggro.
He's supposed to be here, but he's not here, so whatever. So let's talk about what we're doing in WoW right now. What are we doing? What are you guys doing right now?
Go ahead, Mass.
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay, all right. What I am doing is, I forgot to mention that I do play Alliance and Horde. I play the best of both worlds because, I guess the best way to put it is I'm not WoW racist. So, I enjoy both. I've learned that on my Alliance server, looking for raid goes very smoothly. I do not wipe that often. But when it comes down to pure flex raids, Horde always does better. That is what I have found out. Also, I do DPS, tank.
He's a doo-doo! What a loser!
Go ahead, Mike. Get me out there for a second. Okay. Sorry, folks, about that. I guess what is new, everybody knows what looking for raid is. It's where you learn that you have to cuss at least 3 or 4 times to get past the raid. You're always yelling at noobs. It's just a horrible, horrible mess. We loved Blizz when it came in, but I don't believe they completely understand what they brought in. I think that there's going to need to be a rehab, and I wish that in this new expansion they could formulate it somehow to where they could have experienced players score higher. You know, they get put in with other experienced players instead of getting put in with these noobs who pull the boss and kill the whole group.
Like a rating?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, you know, you're sitting there, you're like, yeah, finally that's the last boss, you know, 4 o'clock in the morning, I have to be at work in an hour, and that guy pulls it, and everybody leaves, and you start crying in a corner. All right.
You go to work in your car, just...
You know, WoW is a great stress reliever, but it's also a very great stress giver, I guess is another good way to put it.
Yes, it is.
Because it can destroy your life in a matter of seconds because of that one hunter that likes to pull the boss. Okay, well, that was my random bunch of doo-doo. So, let's move on to something else.
That's the name of the show! Doo-doo! Okay, what about you, Frysa?
Well, okay, so I only have 1 too. And, he's my main, he's a Frost Mage, and he's only Frost. I've done Fire and I've done Arcane. I do Arcane for PvE, but Fire, I've always been anti-Fire no matter what patch or expansion it is, whether or not it's OP over Frost. I still beat people in my Frost, and that's how it works. No, that's not always true. I've been proven wrong on that. But here's how it is. I only have 1 character, so it's very hard for me to continually always do the same thing. I was going to say doo-doo. All the time. So recently I was getting involved in PvP pretty hard and started going against some pretty hard players and kept running into monks. And we're running 2 at a time. And sometimes they're not very powerful and they have a hard time catching me. And those games will go on for about 10 to 15 minutes. And as I had a healer with me, and they can't kill me, and all they did was sap and stun everybody and heal themselves. And so I took a 3-month break of World of Warcraft because I couldn't take it no more.
He was 4.
Actually, I think it's been 4 months. I couldn't take it no more. I had a meltdown.
Sick of this
CC.
CC.
Corner.
CC was just too much for me.
You're not the only one to complain about that.
I mean, I was hitting people with 100k, and kill them in 3 hits. When you play against monks and rogues, you can't even get a hit off, and their damage is so low. And you have a healer. It comes down to who has to go to work and who wants to use the restroom or something like that. Something has to happen because the games just don't end. So I got really frustrated, and at the time I wasn't doing PvE. I had a couple normal pieces, a couple raids, so I got a little frustrated with that. And then what I found out now is they're actually fixing the CC and PvP in the next game coming up in the next expansion. So glad to hear that. So I'm on a break right now, but I am starting my account up probably today. Probably gonna get back on. Probably gonna get back on today. And
Frysa's back.
Back.
Good back.
At the end of the expansion.
Woo!
You're that guy.
He's that guy.
I'm gonna join the PvP and I'm gonna have to face 2 months again. It's gonna be great now. Great time.
They did nerf him a little bit since you've been gone.
Did they?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Windwalkers. Yeah, it's great.
Right on. What I've been doing is I've been working with our other guy that is going to be on the show. His name is Spamburger, and we tried our absolute hardest to create a raiding team. And we went to the forums on multiple sites. We went to looking for group. We used that tool on there to try to find a bunch of people, a lot of pugs, trying to find a pickup group, and we couldn't get a solid team together.
Look who came online.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And so what we ended up doing is we have a buddy who has a raid team, and he's like, we can bring you guys on. But our raid team has like 2 raid teams. They have their main raid team, and then they have their alt raid team. So we were like, we don't care. Put us on the alt raid team. So we've been raiding with their alt raid team, and I have to say, that has renewed my faith in humanity. It is so cool.
Amen.
Our leader is amazing. We have breaks. I didn't even know that people did this. Then we have breaks. We take breaks, and then we have door prizes. So the longer you stay, the more prize you can win. So like you'll win something really cool, like at the last boss. I think the last thing he gave was like a rare pet or something, and then he gave like a what's that bag called? The
Royal Satchel.
The Royal Satchel. Mm-hmm. He gave a Royal Satchel. I was like, oh, this is so cool. So we slash roll, and mix it up a bit. Lowest roll wins or highest roll wins. So that's a really cool group. I love it. I love it. I'm there every week, once a week kind of thing. I'm married, so I can't be raiding like crazy.
We're not 12
if I want to stay married, so. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. A little bit of that, a little bit of farm. I've been getting my alts up, getting them ready for the new expansion. So at the end of this expansion, I believe I will have four tunes. And since I love healing, I got a monk. I had to get the monk healer. And I boosted that monk. So we'll talk about that later.
He did it in spite of me.
Nope. Come on! It's Mr. Pandaria. You have to have a panda.
No. Kill them all, I said.
It was hard to find a name, though. I will tell you that. So that's pretty much all I've been doing. I can't think of anything else. I haven't done any PvP in a bit since Frysa left. So now that he's back, we might get ourselves some Grievous gear.
We were a great duel, you know.
We were good.
We were good.
It was fun. And then now you can't name your team anymore. That's gone.
No, yeah. You
can't.
Holy Priest and Frost Mage.
Yeah, you can't. Man. Yeah, we were. What was our raid team's name?
Please let us win. That's what it was. That's what our name was.
Please let us win.
Please let us win. That was our name.
So if you ever fought Please Let Us Win, and you let us win, we thank you.
Yes.
We bow to you.
We did
the conquest.
Yep. We needed it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. So let's go off of that, guys, and let's talk about news.
Oh, my goodness.
He's making noise back there.
Let's talk about Tot's been nerfed. What do you guys think about that? 20% on everybody.
Well, I feel as if, I'm a DK, my tanker, and I've been able to pull, usually 5th or 6th place in DPS, even though I'm the tank, because I know how to, micromanage everything. I feel that this is kind of like putting like a condom on me. You know what I mean? I'm not able to feel the full texture and not able to, completely drive myself into a raid anymore. I feel like I'm going to be that guy in like 17th place in DPS. It's really going to make me cry and feel sad. That's my input on it.
Interesting. No, I think it's a good and bad thing. I think a lot of people who are very addicted to the game are going to be more addicted now that they're able to kill these bosses. I mean, basically, one DK who's epic can 1v1. What's that big troll? What's his name?
Oh, the Garibashi
guy, whatever his name is.
He dies, but he doesn't die. He's in spirit. Oh, what's his name?
I bet you they can one-hit him. One-on-one him.
I think that's been done.
Because I wouldn't doubt it. I
think that's been done.
So I think they're making it easier for a lot of other people who are already think it's easy. Now it's just fun to them. They're just going to go in there with 2 people.
3 guys.
3 guys, and they're just going to have fun. So I think they're just going to just open up a lot more stuff like that to happen, which is okay. It's good, But
here's what I think. This came right after everybody got their boosted tunes. And if you haven't boosted a tune yet, what you get is level 483 green gear. It doesn't have the hit capped or the expertise capped or any of that. So a lot of these guys that are going in there are missing a lot. Their DPS is really low. They are not used to either the rotation or knowing what the procs do or knowing their class. A lot of these people roll their tune immediately from level 1 to 90 and jump right into LFR to get gear. They're not even putting on the Timeless IO gear.
Oh my goodness.
So they're going in there with greens, and they're wiping. Insanely wiping. And since this is old news, TOT is old.
Yeah.
We were doing that back in, November or something? It was a long
ago.
time ago. So what they did is they just nerfed it 20%, and now that allows these guys that are going in with greens who don't have hit capped and expertise capped and all that other good stuff, gives them an opportunity to actually win these fights. So I think that's why they did it. Since it's not current content, it doesn't matter to nerf it. And yeah, it does make it easier for these DKs to go in there and destroy the whole thing with like 2 DKs.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what it is. I don't mind it. I don't care. I've been there since that 20% thing, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then nobody's wiping as much. I mean, 20%, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, what, 2? No, that's 1. How many determinations would that be per boss? Every determination's 5%, so
it's 4.
So 4. So that's like pretty much just going to every boss with 4 determinations.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Welcome to the Horde.
Oh, this is going to be horrible.
So that's what's going on. That's how I feel about that thing. The other thing is cross-realm raiding. Have you guys participated in cross-realm raiding at all?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Awesome.
That's when I actually was... Who was I playing with? I was playing with one of our other friends, Ruda, with him and his little... very feminist male clan, I guess is the best way to put it without, getting sued.
Yep.
It went very well. It was cool because it's a very unique tool to where, depending on, let's say, if it's just one-on-one, you go to the party inviter's server and you play on where they're playing. And if it's 2, he gets pulled over to wherever the most players are greater. But when you actually go, and that's just like running around on a map. If you want to run around on Timeless Isles and just, cap points and whatnot. But then also when you get into a raid, it's just like you're there, and that's not just secluding you just to like looking for raids or anything like that. That also means you can go back and you can go do Firelands if you just want to, get the transmog gear. It gives you a whole bunch more options, and I think it's a very good thing that they finally did. Because that kind of like eliminates, because some people were like, hey, I want to play with this guy, Matt, or, this person, but, hey, I can't because I'm not on his server and I'm not going to spend the time, leveling up a guy And now what they did is they finally interjoined it to where you can just enjoy playing with a lot more people, and it really makes it a lot more vast. And I think what we're going to see from this is we're going to see cross-realm guilds, and that means we're going to have guilds that are going to be intertwined across servers, that are going to be mixing together to make these giant raid groups all the time. So it's going to be a great thing to see in this next upcoming expansion, I think.
I agree. Good point.
That's good.
I liked it and didn't like the whole PvP switching realms in the middle of a fight. If you were flagged, you automatically entered a realm that you had no idea you were in. And didn't like that part. I used to be on, what was it called? Not World Police. It was called World Defense. World Defense. You type / World Defense, it put you on a chat line. Well, you would get on this chat line and you would tell you who was being attacked, and most of you guys would probably know this by now, and you can go fly to the area and attack people there. Well, the second you got there, you could join a group of people who were already there policing the area. So the Lions would come and they would attack a town, and you would go there and there'd be 5 of the Hordes there fighting off, defending the town. Well, the second they would invite you to the group, you would join their realm, and it would just throw everything off. I mean, to me, it was a big deal. I just didn't understand what was going on. Now I do. Now I understand, but I still don't know what realm I'm in when it happens.
You join a party with somebody who's in PvP realm.
Right.
You're flagged immediately.
No. Yeah, and what makes it worse, though, too, okay, so I'm in the Honey Badgers. Well, the Honey Badgers, they're quick to help. You ask for help, there's going to be 5, 10 of them. They're going to come right at you, and they're going to come. Well, if you're in a party in this round, you're fighting an epic battle. You know, there's 20 Alliance guys trying to take out Hala, in the middle of the Outlands. And Honey Badgers come in, and I can't invite them to group, so they get to Hala. They can't see anything. They don't see me. They don't see no epic battle going on.
Yeah, because you switched.
All they see is no one's there.
Yeah, that sucks.
So that really bothered me, and because if I wasn't party leader, I couldn't invite them. And then the second I left the party, everything just disappeared.
Yeah.
So I think that part was kind of cool that you can join other parties and join that realm in the battle, but it also made it very hard to invite your friends to that battle if you couldn't invite them to the party, and that got annoying. But it was still a good idea. I still like the whole cross-realm idea. There's just a lot of stuff they need to fix in it, a lot of bugs they need to fix.
Agreed. I haven't partaken of this other than the fact that some of the people on our group, I think our group's called Welcoholics Anonymous. And
don't even get me started on that.
I could have been a part of this group at the beginning or at the end of Kata and at the beginning of MOP. I would have been a great addition to Welcoholics Anonymous. But now, since I want to stay married, I can't say that I'm a Welcoholic anymore. I have to have limits. But that's just their name. And there's a few people on there who aren't on Proudmoore. And we're raiding with them, and we're doing flex, and we're progressing, and we'll be doing normals, I think, soon. That'd be nice. And I love it. I think it's great. You don't have to switch your realm anymore. How many people spent? How much money was it to switch a realm?
It's $25.
Just to go to another realm. Now you don't have to do that. Now, okay, we can raid, we can join party, we can go do stuff. I love it. I think it's great. And with this new expansion, I think it should be even better.
Yes, it really is. I want to kind of interrupt right now. We're going to be adding one of our other guys to the show. He is a very formidable WoW player. He pretty much does everything. And, this is Spamburger. Let's see if he answers.
It was actually 4 days or 3 days after you paid $25.
Yeah, you have to wait a few days.
You have to wait a few days.
Because you wouldn't get it right away. Yeah. That sucks. All those people wasted all that money.
And you have to wait days.
Yeah. That's typical of Blizzard, though. You have to pay all kinds of money, and then later on they just give it to you for free.
That makes sense. That's why I hate my life.
Alrighty.
Blame the credit score.
Oh my gosh.
Is he coming in?
I don't know.
Did I'm trying to call him, but he's not wanting to show up. Hold on. Alright, you want to try to give him a ring real quick?
Let's see here.
For some reason. There we go. Wasn't allowing me to do it.
Hello.
Hey, there's our Spamburger.
It is our beefy Spamburger. What's going on, dude?
What's happening, guys?
Nothing much. We were just talking about cross-realm raiding, but since we've all introduced ourselves, why don't you introduce yourself? When did you start? What did you do in the game?
I started playing WoW in the tail end of vanilla before Burning Crusade came out. Just long enough for me to hit like 60 for like a month before Burning Crusade came out, which was very frustrating, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Yes.
Shall I continue? I loved Burning Crusade. It was my catch-up game. I played a Resto Shaman through Burning Crusade and through Lich King and Cataclysm, and then due to family obligations, it kind of fell off at the end of Cataclysm, and I'm back in Panda as a Tauren Death Knight. Roar, Spamburger, roar.
Yep. Come on now, preach it, brother.
Another Death Knight. So now we have me and this is Mass here again. Me and Spam are both 2 DK tanks. And we have conquered very many things, and we have seen together, when you have 2 tanks, even if you have a shitty group, it usually works better.
Well, if you're talking in some sort of mumble or chat or something like that, it's a wonderful thing to have 2 tanks in synchronicity.
I think like if you're thinking in a business wise, it's going to go up by like 20 or 30%. Your wipes are probably going to decrease by at least 50, so it's very productive.
I would agree with that.
Yep, I agree.
Yep. All right, so guys, let's talk about boosted tunes. Has anybody boosted up any tunes now that you got the new expansion pre-ordered and it came with a free 90?
Yeah.
Have you guys done that?
Yes, I have. That's how I started up my alliance, guys. I have a warrior tank now because I'm rolling one of him and a hunter. What I have noticed is, you were speaking earlier, it does throw you in there with green gear, and everybody's like, okay, well, let me just go join you, looking for raid to go get gear. And it's horrible because you have all these players that join and like, hey, this is a class I've never played before, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. It's horrible. It's like the beginning of looking for raid all over again. Like, nobody was.
It's freshman year all over again.
God, it's horrible, but it's really cool because then, like, the average time that you would spend putting one of these tunes together, I believe, is like over 200 or 300 hours trying to level up a tune from level 1 all the way up to level 90. So it is very helpful, but again, it is for the people who are wise and know how to play additional tunes. It's when you have somebody that's new that doesn't know what they're doing, it really makes things a lot more difficult for the group.
Right. I did it. I boosted. I've always wanted a panda. I just did. I don't have the time to level. And everybody says, well, it's easy if you get all of the heirlooms and you put all the heirlooms on and you do a bunch of dungeons. It's no big deal. That still takes time though. And for a guy like me who plays like one night a week and every day of the week plays like maybe just a few minutes out of the day before I go to bed, I don't have time to really do that. And if I did, it's going to take a really, really long time. So I was very happy about this. I was very excited. I read all of the forums, and they said, oh, it's going to be a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to play their class. So I was like, you know what?
I wrote that.
I'm going to do the right thing. So if you were current, if you were playing a mop in current, you were in the Timeless Isle, and you were getting a whole boatload of gear that your tune doesn't even wear, and you could use it on any tune on your account. You were saving up and hoarding up a whole bunch of leather and a whole bunch of plate and trinkets and neck pieces and rings and all kinds of stuff. If you were current and you were doing the right thing, you should have had a full set of armor.
Yep.
You should have had it.
Yeah.
So I have like 3 or 4 sets. So I went and I got a monk. So they wear leather. I had a full leather set. I had the neck piece and the rings and everything else. I loaded her up on there. I did a female panda monk. I wanted to do it for the heals because everybody said, well, the heals are OP. The heals are OP. So I was like, okay, let's try this out. So I did it. I went straight to the training dummy. I went got into Icy Veins. I looked at I went into Icy Dash Veins. I looked at the rotation. I said, okay, you got to do this, this procs, okay, this does, build up your chi, okay, dump your chi, okay, there's all these cool things you got, all these cool spells, okay, yeah, okay, and then I did it. I spent like an hour and a half on that training dummy, just building up the chi and dumping the chi and doing all kinds of stuff, make sure my statue's out, make sure my buff's out, doing all kinds of cool stuff, getting ready, getting all excited, and then I did a dungeon.
Yep, come on.
I did a heroic dungeon. I went on there as their heals, and we survived. So then I did a second dungeon and a third dungeon. And I was like, yay, I think I got this. I think I'm ready for looking for raid. So I went into looking for raid. Yeah. And if you know, you don't get to do SOO right away. You got to do TOT. So they put you over there to TOT, and you start working on those old stuff.
You got to start on the first floor of Throne of Thunder. You got to start with the...
right. And so I did, and I did great. I think I got... Yeah, I got second heals the entire raid. And the guy who was beating me by a whole bunch, and that was not a boosted tune. That was a regular tune. So, probably his main or something. So that's what I did. I loved it. I don't know why people are so mad about it, except for the fact that people are just jumping straight into looking for raid with their green gear. I get that. I get the anger. I get that. But if you're, just pissed off all the time, you're going to complain about anything. So I think this is a great thing. I love it. I already got $60 ready to go, so whenever you guys say the word on which round we're going to go on, I'm ready. So
I think that's where I'm going to chime in here. You guys and I have a different concept of a free tune. That's what, $49.99 to buy that pre-order that expansion?
You're going to buy that anyway,
I understand that, but that doesn't mean that I have $49 available like today. So when I saw the $60 level of tune, I was like a fire under my rear, man. So I grabbed my alt, who was like level 87 or 88 at the time, and I was a man on fire. And gosh, for about, I guess it was about 2 weeks, I just kind of grinded those last couple levels. He's a healing paladin. And I did the same thing, man. Just like Eliadah is saying, I got to level 90, and I already had like a whole bag full of Timeless plate already waiting for me. So I jumped over to Timeless Isle was the first thing I did, and I went into the dressing room, and I played with my Paladin Barbie doll, and I got them all purple. And then I said, okay, I still need a wrist, and I still need a ring, and I'm going into Throne of Thunder, baby. And I did the same thing he did. I did like second heals, I think, on my first raid that I went into. But then again, this was not a boosted tune. This is not. I had no idea what I was doing. I've been playing this guy since level 1. So I went in there like an old pro, with my new purple gear. It was kind of nice. But no, I still haven't taken the plunge for what you guys call free 90.
Yeah. Well, they also if you've done it before, they give you all of your main spells on the first bar right away, and they give you like 4 bags. And I already had 4 royal satchels ready for this too.
Right. So they went straight into the bank tabs, right? Yeah.
Yep, I went straight in there, put those in the bank tab, and opened up my purple bags. And had a blast with it. So I think it's a great thing.
You think DKs would be used to it because they're already given a tune already.
Oh,
you wasted that. You don't belong on WoW.
I was reading somewhere that the DK is like the most boosted tune so far. And I think the reason for that is that people are like, well, I could start a DK, and he's level 55. By the time I get out of Death Knight land, he's level 60, and then I get boosted professions as well.
That's the main reason behind it. It's the professions, because if you get that veteran boost, you're level 60, and if you're starting out at 55, it's 5 levels, and pick 2 professions, and you get them at 600. And that's really what that's all about, is getting those professions. Because everybody knows that's a hard hill to climb. Some of those professions, like engineering or jewel crafting, they're expensive. So, yeah, I don't blame them for doing that.
Selling yourself out to old ladies? Yep.
You know what? It's 1,000 fat chicks. You just got to do it.
Yeah, but they got to pay.
I like this guy.
All right, that's enough of that talk. Sorry, that's the subject.
All right, so I have to do the good edition too. So I got the mount. So yeah, baby, mount collector over here. So okay, guys, let's talk about the Hearthsteed mount since we're talking about mounts. Did you guys get those?
Yes.
Was it hard?
Oh, was I the only one that responded to that one?
I refuse to touch Hearthstone because I have a serious Magic the Gathering addiction, and I don't want to never play World of Warcraft again. So,
so you're a card guy.
In a nutshell, if I start playing Hearthstone, you guys can say goodbye, Spam.
Well, I would still love you. It's okay.
I have over 13,000 Magic the Gathering cards, and I haven't even collected them for quite some time. So
okay.
Need $49.99 to get the first deck.
I have a little bit of a hoarding personality. I mean, you guys have seen pics of my bank vault, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did post that on the Facebook page. I did it. It wasn't that hard. It's you got to win 3 games. You got to go through their tutorial phase where they teach you how to play. Once you get that done, you do 3 games with 3 real people, and you got to win. It's not that hard. Just go for it. I think. And I got the cool mount. It's cool, but not everybody looks cool on that mount. So I did a blood off. He looks cool.
Yeah.
So
what are you talking about? All right.
Have you seen a torrent on that
yeah,
thing?
I know it's gay. All right. I mean,
it looks ridiculous.
No, okay. Look, I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I went in there, I'm thinking okay, I can go in there, win a couple games, get this mount. All right. What I saw is there is no restriction on what type of level players there are. I played, I think, 10 to 15 games and lost them all because all the people ahead of me had these organized pre-bought decks or something, and I was getting pwned. It was horrible. I was getting my ass handed to me. I almost gave up. I was like, this just isn't worth my time to get this mount. So I finally had to go through and win these matches, basically just against other starter people like me. But there were people who had fully loaded decks customized because once you start leveling in the game, it unlocks certain bosses and decks and stuff like that, and it's crazy on where it's going to go. It's going to be an awesome game because they actually just released it for the iPad, and they're working on it for the Android and any other types of tablets and stuff because that's what it was meant to be, is a tablet game. But if you want to go get the mount for the achievement or whatnot, just go ahead and get it. I believe there is a red mount one you can get besides the blue.
Yeah, that was data mined. I don't know if they've announced how you're going to get that, but I do know that they just announced their new adventure mode. It can be a single-player adventure mode where you go against the computer. You don't have to play against a bunch of people, and you earn a bunch of cards and whatever. And so that's cool. Maybe that at the end of that you get that red mount or something. Because originally I think they thought the blue mount was for Alliance, the red mount was for the Horde, but it didn't work out that way.
I think it's going to be something that once you start leveling past a certain point or get past a certain objective, you'll get it.
Yep.
But
hey, it worked for me. I am a mount junkie.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, free mount? I was never going to play that game at all. I was not going to play that game.
I played Yu-Gi-Oh!
I did play Yu-Gi-Oh! too.
That's the extent my card play.
Don't even get me on when my wife looked at me when I bought a deck of those.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet you the same thing.
She looked at me and she's like, did I marry a 12-year-old? I got shunned. She was like, I support you. But she gave me that pat on the back, why are you doing this? I don't know.
You're like, but honey, it's a blue eyes white dragon. I have to have this.
It's holographic.
I collect the arms and the pieces of this other guy, and he's like the ultimate guy.
You gotta do it because I buy these cards I eat McDonald's because I hate myself. That's why I buy these cards. That's why I eat McDonald's.
It feels all quiet over there with his 30,000 cards. Shut up, guys.
Oh, you don't even know what's horrible about that because the family that I have is they're all big car enthusiasts, and they build their own street rods, and they're manly men, and they're all looking at me like this kid playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they're like, and looking at my wife is like, why did you marry this guy? And, I get shunned from my family when it comes to that.
You have insurance?
He's got a good job, maybe? Right on. Okay, have you guys seen the new Wowhead? Have you guys seen that?
I did. It was pretty nice. And I thought it looked the same. I thought, okay, same screen, same everything. But, whoa, a lot more detail, a lot more explaining. There are a lot more pictures, and I love pictures. I don't like reading that much. But, oh, yeah, Wowhead definitely did themselves, and it's about time. Not like we're paying them anything, but, I mean, they did a great job for doing it for free. I mean, we're not paying them, but you know,
right.
They did.
They definitely kicked it up a notch for sure. I liked it. I went and looked at my class guide for just to see if I was doing the right thing. I've already done it a million times, and I was like, let's see if they're right. And I'm reading it, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what I do. So good on you.
I'm
Wowhead.
going to look right now, and I'll give you a fresh perspective.
There you go.
With a lot of pictures, Phil. Don't get distracted.
Let's see what it says about Death Knights. Oh, look at this.
What about you, Mike?
Go ahead.
You lost Mike?
No, I'm here.
Oh.
All right.
Did you check
Did I check it out?
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. It still looks like typical Wowhead to me. It's got like lots of pretty colors on lots of links and it's got little icons.
There's one on there that says check out our new guides. If you click on that, it'll take you to the page. I thought it was great.
That's where it changes.
New
Phil.
players, they need this stuff. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, go to wowhead.com. It's an awesome resource for you, whether you're doing PvP or raiding. They have guides on there. They even have lore on there. Everything you want to know about World of Warcraft, it's on there. That's a great site to go to. It's a good resource for you.
They got all kinds of information on Warlords of Draenor. I'm not sure I even want to touch that yet.
Yeah, they got the level 100 talents and all that, and
which were awesome.
If you guys haven't seen that, maybe we'll talk about that next show. There's some really cool level 100 talents. Not everything's set in stone because they're still in alpha. They they can change that up for beta. So
wow, I just found sound databases like galore. I gotta tell you, they've done a good job reorganizing everything, making it easy to find everything. But you need to give me some time to play with this before I could tell you what I think.
All right, then let's talk about choppers.
Ooh, choppers. Okay.
Have you guys all seen the episode?
I did.
I did, in fact, like the day of. I was very much looking forward to Azeroth choppers.
Now I got a strong opinion about this. Okay, because I have an issue. I don't know if I can even talk about it. I just don't. I mean, I don't know if I want to go down that path.
I think.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a mess. I mean, okay, first of all, no, I can't even talk about it because there's so much to talk about. I mean, why Paul Jr. and then why choppers and then why what are those wills? The wheels they put on
the tracks?
The tracks. What do they put the tracks on there for?
I understand the tracks for the
Horde. I asked on the Twitter when Paul Jr. was like, I'm taking questions on Twitter. I was like, is there a practical use for the tank treads, or are there going to be snowmobiles, or what?
It's like this cross-mutant bike, I don't know if anybody's ever going to drive a bike.
It's just to look cool. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think tank treads look cool. I think my Tauren is going to look great on it.
For the Horde, maybe, but what I don't understand is they were supposed to take ideas from the creators of World of Warcraft and all those people, and they already had the frame built.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
That wasn't cool. I mean, I don't think they hadn't...
They haven't even looked at art or nothing.
They didn't look at nothing. They just made two frames. They probably had them in the back, and they said, okay, well, we got some extra, let's throw some tracks on it and show them what they look like with tracks on and see if they like it or not. And I think they did.
You could tell Chris Metzen didn't like it.
I don't think he did. I think he just,
I don't
know.
Face on, like, from the moment they opened the vault and showed it to him, he was just like, it's a snowmobile. It looks like a snowmobile.
He's like, I should have picked the Horde. Which was surprising that he was there. Because, come on, we all know he is, like, in love with Thrall.
Yes.
He's all about the Horde.
It's true.
Come on. he went to that side. Whatever. So I love the Sam guy on the Sam DoDo or whatever his name is. Holy cow, that guy looks like he belongs in the Horde.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't he?
Oh yeah, it could be a turn.
He's pretty cool, man.
I just don't know what these bikes are going to look like, and I don't know who's going to drive them. I don't know where they're going to be after those.
I'm going to drive them.
I don't know what they're going to look like. I don't know.
For you guys who don't know anything about Orange County Choppers, basically what that show was is it was a father and son bike shop. They built custom bikes. And what they did is companies would come over and they would say, we have a couple extra bucks to spend. We want to do something really cool. So we want you to build us a chopper that's themed around our company. So I think Miller Welding went on there one time, and they made a chopper that has in tow with it a welding machine.
That's pretty cool.
And they themed the whole bike off of welding tools and welding this and they did that with all kinds of different companies. They came in there and they wanted a bike that was themed around what their company is all about, a bike that represents their company. And so that's basically what the show is about. And the father would yell at the son would yell at the father, and it was all kinds of drama. And that's what the show is
all about drama.
Now,
it was reality.
Now it's just the son
with motorcycles. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Split up, and now they're no longer together. So now it's just the son, and I think it's like his fourth wife now. You know,
they're all hot.
Did you guys ever watch that whole breakup thing?
Yeah, I watched every episode.
Oh, it was crazy. I loved it.
And the dad went back and got the original bikes that they had made together.
Yeah, you watch that? Yeah, that was pretty bad.
So I mean that's pretty much what the show is all about. And so now Blizzard is that company who wants a bike that represents their company, but they can't do that because their company is split in two with this whole faction war thing. So what they're doing is they're going to make two bikes and they're going to have us vote, which I'm excited for, and I want to know how we're going to vote.
It really is.
But and so I think, in all honesty, how can the Alliance win this? You know, how? I mean,
because they have Chris Metzen.
There's with like
and all of his followers and all of his fandom.
Right.
I think that's going to help them. I think. I mean, not that Sam West does not help them.
Who looks cool on bikes, man?
Look cool on bikes.
Or dead rock and rollers, man.
Yeah,
those guys
with horns and skulls and chains. I mean, that's everything that bikers are all about.
And again, if you have a giant cow, riding on a bike, it does look pretty awkward.
His horn is off. What are you going to do, put udders on that bike?
It's going to move. It's going to be like little horns.
I would so ride that automobile. It would be utterly fantastic.
Oh, snap!
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Well, grab the bike by the horns. Right on. So, you guys looking forward to the next episode?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, well, I was looking forward to this episode. However, we got hit with such a colossal torrent of data like the week right before we were coming on, and I was overloaded. I mean, you talk about
research and development.
ETT, research and development, has been locked behind closed doors. Locked behind closed doors.
We said doo-doo twice on the show today. Just 3 times.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
So you're
okay.
aligned.
You're okay.
Good. I used abbreviations, so.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, we're coming up pretty close to an hour, guys. So let's wrap this thing up. Anything you guys want to say before we go?
Wrap it up. I mean, well, I want to thank all of our fellow viewers for listening in. We're fairly new. Probably sound like a bunch of idiots on this. We thank you for listening in our stupidity. You can definitely come and check us out at PWNcast on Facebook and also Twitter. The Twitter account is PWNcast with an S on the end. Come like us, check us out, follow our feed, and we'll have updates as soon as we can get them out to you. We want to give you the news that you want to enjoy.
And memes.
Yes, lots and lots of memes.
I only give bathroom tweets. So if
So he's taking a dump when
tweet,
this is going on. Is what's going on.
yes, know for a fact that when you see a post by me, I was on the pot. Just keep that in mind. Maybe that'll soothe your soul.
Oh my god.
Universally accepted by everyone.
Yeah, that's
Most
beautiful.
people do their tweets
Exactly.
in private, so to speak.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. I mean,
All right, well, we're excited. We do listen to a lot of the podcasts. I know I do. I listen to about 16 of them every time they come on. And they come on sporadically during the week. I'm caught up like on, 4 of them, all the way from their first episodes. So I am definitely a podcast junkie. I listen to it at work. And
podcast.
so, yeah, I'm always on Facebook saying, "Did you see this episode?" But yeah, it's awesome, and I wanted to be a part of that. And this is fun, and I hope we provide enough content for you guys. We will see you guys next week. So
I have so much more to say about choppers.
This episode
that's
is
the
more
after
data
show,
and
guys.
more choppers.
We get to hear the rant from Frysa.
Oh goodness. Well, we'll let you start off on the next one. You know, you can yell at people for the next 30 minutes.
Oh god. I think I just got like stunned or something, or what's that called when you get in a roll?
He's getting CC'd right now.
I'm getting CC'd right now,
His
man.
brain is CC'ing him.
God. My whole life is CC. I don't know what to do.
Right on, guys. Well, from all of us at PWNcast, thanks for listening, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.